Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I am Eric.
And this is 6 Degrees of Schwarzenegger, the podcast where we take a long, hard look at some of our favorite action movies from the era of Arnold.
Schwarzenegger is the icon of the genre, and we're taking a deep dive into some of these 80s and 90s cult action movies and breaking them all the way down, all the way to the bottom.
Hey, everybody.
We're back, everybody.
Welcome back. Eric sounds way too sober for someone who's had as much beer as you've had tonight.
I'm just very good at faking it. What can I say?
You're just what?
I'm just faking it. What can I say?
Yes. We also are blessed to have Katie with us once again.
Indeed. We can't, we just, no matter how awful we are, she wants to stick around,
Yes.
and I'm here for it.
Check out Katie's primary project, the Retromade podcast. Eric and I have been on there talking about Stargate, and we've been on talking about
Ferris
Bueller's Day Off. Both awesome flicks.
Both great movies.
Well, you guys tried to convince me of Stargate, and it was the one Kurt Russell movie I did not like.
I know.
I love it.
It kills me to this day.
Do you have like social media channels you want?
Yeah,
We should follow you?
You know, there's only so much that I can do. So basically, Facebook, Retromade Podcast. But
Okay.
you can listen to Retromade on any podcast player, but you can also watch it on YouTube. So
Ooh.
That's awesome. Yeah,
You know.
we're not,
Excellent.
people don't want to see our faces. while
No,
we're
they're going to
doing this
listen
stuff.
for sure for ours.
But
come follow me. Follow Retromade on wherever.
There we go.
absolutely. I love the movie trivia that
Yes.
turns up on the Retromade feed on Facebook.
The wheel of trivia was super fun. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Well,
So, yeah, that's
yeah.
awesome stuff. And you can also hear Katie on the Last of the Action Heroes podcast network, appearing as a guest on several of the shows and on the One More Round. Did I get it right this time?
The Rocky Series
right.
podcast.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Going
Excellent.
through all the Rocky flicks.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Ryan and Kyle. So I'm the one lady on this whole
Bring the estrogen
network.
to the party.
But I do. They put up with me oogling Sly in his heyday.
We're here for it. I love it.
So that leads me into I wanted to know, Katie, who is like your muscle man Mount Rushmore? Who are like your top
four.
your top guys from
like
that
from
era,
back in
or
the
from
day?
any,
Like from
or
back
from any era, I guess. If there's still guys who you think compare to
Yeah,
those
because
guys.
I feel like that era is over.
Yeah, you're right. And you know
Well-
what's funny is like in real life, I don't want this like giant bulked up guy, you know?
Right.
Okay.
Sure.
Which is weird. Like
well, where are you even gonna find someone like that?
yeah, I don't like
That's
I don't like bulk, but what here's what I will say about like Sly and Dolph in those movies in Van Damme is that they are muscly but cut.
Mhm.
It's not bulk.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like they have like
Yeah.
zero fat.
That's the steroids for
It's
you.
the
Yeah.
Steroids and cocaine.
well, or like this. It's the soccer fit, right? Like
Yeah.
it's just like there's zero body fat because you can't have body fat.
Yeah, you're just running all day.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm,
So
All
does
right.
Arnold not do it for you?
No,
Or do you like him
no,
too?
no. Arnold does not do it for me.
Interesting.
I'm so sorry.
Interesting.
I will say though,
Mhm.
I do like as a human, Arnold has really grown,
Mhm.
and I
Yeah.
appreciate him now that he's older and can kind of see the error of his ways, and he's just like grown as a human, and like me as a vegan, and he's vegan too. Hint, hint.
Is he?
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not
I didn't know that about him.
Okay.
So I like vegan bodybuilders is a thing. But yeah, like I guess like I like more like natural looking now. Like although
So you consider Dolph natural looking?
no.
Okay, okay.
Now like I like a
Okay.
Tom Hardy kind of a
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
he's my jam.
Absolutely.
Morris Chestnut from the 90s. Oh my God, I'm still obsessed. If I saw him in real life, I might die.
Okay. All right.
Dude in his
Yeah,
50s,
he's-
still ripped and oof.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, you danced around, but Mount Rushmore, who are your like you go for muscle. I'm talking about muscle men. Like your Mount Rushmore of like bodies.
Dolph is
Dolph?
Okay.
Dolph.
Yeah, on there.
Dolph and
Sly
Stallone
or
in
not?
85, like mid 80s Stallone,
Yeah,
into the 90s
yeah.
Stallone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else like make the cut? Or is it just those two? You put them
Kind
both
of.
on
If,
twice.
if it's a 2, yeah, that's 2
I will say,
Stallone.
Jean-Claude, because he looks more, his is more kind of normal looking, like,
a little bit. He has a little bit of fat on him.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like a little bit of meat.
and he's also very handsome. So I would put him in there. But like as the guys, my friends and the guys on the show, they tease me because I'm like the pickiest person on the planet. Hence Katie's not married. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. I don't know. What do you like? Are you guys think
I like Van
Arnold?
Damme. So for the bodies, like
Van Damme.
I never understood how anyone would be like into the dudes who are that bulked up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I think Van Damme like carries it well because he looks like he looks a little bit more realistic than
Agreed.
some of those other guys.
I would
But
say,
then I see like Hemsworth.
Oh, we're going because we're going modern.
Oh,
Like
Okay.
if you're talking about like newer
Uh-huh.
people, also like Thor.
I mean, for
is,
me, if
like,
we're going modern, it would
insane.
be Chris Evans. all
Chris
the
Evans
way.
and
Yeah.
Hemsworth are crazy.
Evans
Too
doesn't do
bulky
anything
again?
for me.
Okay.
Evans
All
doesn't do, Hemsworth, yes. Like Matt Bomer.
I like Tom Hardy in Warrior. Tom Hardy and
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
who else? Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill.
Oh, sure.
oh yeah, he's a big like
He's like a
bear
little
of
too.
a man as well.
He got a little too jacked. I like Arnold is gross to me back in the day. Like his bodybuilder days is like
Just
that's
too big?
gross. It's just gross. I don't know. Mm-mm.
You know,
Mm-mm.
it's
I don't
for
like
me.
it.
It would be first season reacher Alan Richardson.
That dude was a beast.
He
man.
was, yeah,
Jesus
he is.
Christ.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
he is like Arnold levels by season 3. But in
Yeah.
season 1, he was just like a mountain, but he wasn't Mount Everest.
Okay.
Yeah. If
Sure.
anybody
Yeah.
hasn't seen the Tudors TV show,
Back
You
when
guys
he was
think-
before he was cut, right? Yeah,
Henry-
when he was like more, he was
Cavill?
fit, but he wasn't like
Yeah.
Superman. fit.
Superman.
Yeah,
but Henry Cavill.
All right, okay.
hmm
Have you seen the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare or the?
No, but I want to see that.
It's super good. It's
Yeah.
super good. Cavill's in it. Richardson's in
Ooh.
it.
Is that
Ooh.
Guy Ritchie?
It's Guy Ritchie. Yeah, and I
Okay.
don't usually like Guy Ritchie, but I really like that movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
that's
on the
interesting.
list.
I will say I don't like him like as a person, and he's getting a little older, but I like the Italian look, and Frank Grillo is
Oh
He's,
yeah, he's like a little rugged. Yeah.
mhm,
Yeah,
and
he
he's
was
got a
he was
body.
awesome in that. He was awesome in that one. Was
Kingdom.
it Civil War? Or was it Civil War? He was in Captain
Yeah,
America.
he played.
Civil
He
War?
played Crossbones.
and
yeah.
him in Warrior.
Well, he was
Yeah,
in
that's
Warrior,
right.
yeah, and I remember
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
Warrior, being like, "Who's this trainer? Who's this trainer guy?" And then
this fit motherfucker
Yeah.
over here,
Dude, I mean Jake Gyllenhaal. Like, have you
He
seen
got
the
shredded up.
remake of the Roadhouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes,
you just,
but
like,
not that. I liked
crazy.
him in. I do dig Jake Gyllenhaal, but the remake of Roadhouse was the worst piece of shit movie in the whole
It was
world.
so awful. It
I
was
covered
so
it on my show, you
bad.
guys, because obviously
Yeah.
I did the original
like-
with Patrick.
Yeah,
I feel like that was
sure.
the excuse for him. He's like, I want to get paid to get ripped.
fit. Yeah.
So
yeah.
let me do a movie
But
that I
he's
need to
done
have
that
a like.
before, because I remember
Yeah,
him in
because-
Southpaw.
Yeah, Southpaw. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
one.
He
Thank
looked
you. The
really
boxing.
good
flick,
in
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Well, the thing about we're getting way off topic.
Yeah, we are.
That's fine though.
You guys are getting me like, I'm like all hot and bothered over here now.
Like the best part of the Roadhouse remake was Jake Gyllenhaal. So I love Jake Gyllenhaal. He's one of my favorite actors.
Same.
Really?
Same.
Okay.
I really like him.
He's versatile.
Mhm.
No matter what movies he's in, he brings his A game, right? And like even in the remake of Roadhouse, like he was my favorite part of that really bad movie, right? And so yeah, like I generally speaking, I will watch a Jake Gyllenhaal movie even with bad reviews because I know I will enjoy his performance
Yeah.
in it,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
I mean, like even Bubble Boy, right? Which I think was his first real thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, he's endearing in that movie.
What about City Slickers?
He was in City
He
Slickers?
was Billy Crystal's son in City Slickers.
Really?
He's a little
Oh,
boy.
that-
Oh my God, I have
okay.
to go rewatch that.
They were like Nepo babies.
I mean,
yeah, their parents were like famous casting directors.
Oh, really? I mean, I
With
love
Gyllenhaal
City Slickers,
parents,
so
yeah.
that's a freebie, but it had nothing to do with Jake Gyllenhaal, at least. Okay, we need to
Anyway,
talk about
you
the
gotta
movie.
we're
I need
talking
to
about
sum
Showdown
up.
and Little
Yeah.
Tokyo right now.
All right, so flash to Yakuza tattoos for 7 minutes. Then flash to Dolph Lundgren swooping in to an underground boxing league, kicking some ass, Yakuza goons, kill up all the people in the illegal boxing ring. Then flash forward to the next morning. Dolph is drinking tea in a Japanese diner. Yakuza comes in, pressures the owner to pay protection money. Dolph kills them all, and not kills them, but he fights them all. And as he's fighting them, Johnny shows up. He's shocked. He stops the fight accidentally. The bad guys get away. Turns out that they're now new partners. They capture one goon, take him to the police station. Guy kills himself, not before Dolph realizes that he's a part of the Iron Claw. Then from there, we cut to the middle of the night at a party. Angel is smoking meth out of a hilarious pipe. Yoshida, the bad guy, cuts her head off. Then we figure out that ice is this new form of meth. And Johnny and Kenner then go to the bonsai club to talk to Minoko because they know that they're connected. She doesn't want to talk about anything. The bad guys show up again, capture them, take them downstairs to the basement. That's when Kenner realizes that Yoshida is the guy who killed his parents years ago, right?
Yeah.
And then. Then they survive, but Johnny's not happy because Kenner almost got them both killed. Kenner realizes, oh, did I miss something?
No, you're in a zone.
All right, excellent. So then Kenner's like complaining, and Johnny slams on the brakes in the car as they're driving away. He gets out, is like, despite myself, I don't want to see you killed. Kenner has a vulnerable moment, explains how he got to this point. Johnny's like, all right, we're going to do this by the books because we're cops, goddammit, in the 20th century. And then when we take these guys down, we're going to eat sushi off of naked chicks. And I think that's where we are now in part 3.
Eric Impressivo. I wish I knew how to say that in Japanese. That was so great.
Yeah. I love they've agreed they're going to bust Yoshida and do it by the book.
Yeah.
But nothing they've done up until this point and
It's
nothing
been
they're
by the
going to do
book.
moving forward is by the book.
Nope,
at
none of
all.
it. Right.
Yeah.
They took a suspect into custody and took him to the police station. I think that's the only thing that they've done by the book at this point.
So now, okay, so the next day, they're staking out the bonsai club. They're watching Sato and a bunch of goons walk out and get into a car. And again, I'm like obsessed with the clothes that they're wearing.
Yeah, amazing.
If they spend as much time on crime as they do on fashion, I feel like they'd be just unstoppable.
I mean, my only complaint is they need better buttons, but that's okay.
Yes. So they start to follow these guys in the car. Johnny's joking, that me being assigned to Little Tokyo is like reverse racism. Ha ha ha. Then they have this weird non sequitur, like
I want to be
inconsequential
stationed in Malibu.
debate about, I want to be in Malibu. And he's like, well, you could never be in Malibu. That's LA County Sheriff's. And he's like, really? And it's just like,
It's like
that's
this weird
a
exchange.
weird waste of time.
Yeah.
I
Like,
actually
you're
kind of
cutting this
liked
movie
that,
down.
you guys.
Oh, you like that moment?
Well,
All right.
only
okay.
because it was an unexpected answer. Like,
Okay.
because he's talking about, it's reverse racism. I want to be in Malibu and blah, blah, blah. He's like, well, you could never be in Malibu. And he's like, well, don't crush my dreams. And just like
Yeah, that's-
nonchalantly, he's like, that's the sheriff's department. That's not LAPD.
I just felt like if Warner Brothers was coming through and cutting this movie down and they left
Good
that in,
point.
it's
Good
just
point.
strange. Because
Right.
it doesn't really further anything. It's supposed to be
Well-
like banter and character development,
Yeah,
like they're bonding.
their relationship, like we're
Yeah.
seeing, I don't know. I really do
I mean,
think
they had to
we
leave
see
something
them-
in.
Yeah, and it's like barely an hour.
They probably
Yeah.
like, if it's less than 75 minutes, we can't even charge money
It's
for
like,
these
I wonder
tickets.
put this scene in.
Leave it in. No, but so they follow Sato and the goons to the Red Dragon Brewery. Kenner gets pissed off when he sees that like they got the Iron Claw like insignias on the brewery's logo, but he seems like irrationally mad about it to me.
Yeah.
Like if anything, I feel like that helps. Like that's evidence for you. Like that's a good thing for you guys.
I also
Good point.
love that they
for the trial, it's never going to happen.
Yeah, right, exactly. they also he has these pair of binoculars that could spot like a flea on a back of a deer from 1,000 yards away.
Sure.
And they're just using it to look at the front of a brewery sign that's like maybe 100 feet away.
Uh-huh.
Which is like, wow, overkill.
So as they're watching here, like thugs of every ethnic background and social strata start to arrive. They're very punctual because they all arrive at the same moment, like from various directions.
Good on
You
them.
see them in the their stereotypical type cars, like you see
there's like there's low riders and there's motorcycles,
bikers,
and it's crazy.
But you guys, meth is the global unifier.
That's true. Clearly,
well, so
meth brings families together.
So Kenner locks and loads his like Desert Eagle pistol, and then he's like, "That explains the ice." And it's like, "Fucking what? That doesn't explain anything."
I did like the stereotypical, like you've got the Crips, you've got the
the Hell's Angels,
and then the
cholos,
major cholos, I loved it.
I didn't. What did he mean when he said that explains the ice? What is he even talking about?
I have no idea.
It doesn't matter. But so
because all these different groups are the drug dealers.
How does that explain the meth though? That I find I don't know. I'm thinking I'm reading too much into it.
I think you are, but I think that he's just realizing, this is the distribution, and
they're here to do the meth.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're here to do the meth.
They're here to do the meth.
They're here to do all the drugs.
Also, those giant crystals don't fit in beer bottles very well. I thought that was a stupid
right?
thing.
Like, how the hell did they get those into the beer bottles?
So Johnny reminds Kenner, we're planning to arrest Yoshida cleanly. And Kenner's like, well, I won't shoot until we get shot at.
Yeah.
Now, inside the warehouse, Yoshida is giving all the thugs a guided tour of the meth production. And the setup they have is insane. That like 30-foot wide conveyor belt full of meth.
Like crystal as far as the eye can see.
Crazy.
And then later there's a vat of actual, like what was in the vat? It seemed like actually.
Something boiling?
It was, I think it was beer.
I thought that was maybe where they're making, I don't know if they're making the meth or if they're making the beer in there.
I have no idea. It's very flammable, as we'll get to.
But Yoshida says, we figured out a perfect distribution system for the meth. They're putting it in the Red Dragon beer bottles. There's nothing perfect about that.
No.
I feel like alcohol production is like very heavily regulated.
Highly regulated.
Like government inspectors would be coming by to check your facilities all the time.
Also, it's not liquid.
If you're making
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Someone's going to pick up this bottle like
the bottles are clear. I feel like
Yeah.
you could see there's not liquid in these bottles. There's like a bunch of little crystals.
Right. Literally the worst plan ever.
Yeah, that was terrible. But Yoshida then goes on this like patriotic rant about Japan being the new economic superpower in the world.
Which at this point we were still terrified of Japan.
Yeah,
taking everything
it was
over
a thing. It was a thing in the late 80s, early 90s.
The white supremacists didn't like that, did they?
No, the bikers are like, what the fuck, man? It's like you got to know your audience, Yoshida.
Yeah, dude.
But they get a little more pissed off when Yoshida says, the Yakuza's going to handle all the production and distribution, and basically you guys are just going to be the drug dealers. And then the main biker guy says something super racist.
Yeah.
And Yoshida just like chops his arm off with no warning.
Dude, his line is great.
Well, now you have one hand
to wipe your ass with.
It was very much like Kill Bill shit, when she just lost her shit and will lop dude's head off or whatever. So the gangbanger, I like that the gangbangers are like retching, like, oh, I'm going to throw up. Yeah. Yoshida says, you better take this deal if you want to keep your other arm.
Uh-huh.
So the guy agrees. All the other assorted thugs, they agree as well. I feel like if they got to the hospital quick enough, they could maybe get
probably
the arm
reattached. Given how sharp that
Clean
sword
it
is,
was.
just straight through.
If you get straight to a hospital, yeah.
How's he going to ride his motorcycle now? I don't know.
I know. That would be fucked up for a biker.
Dude.
But so later on, Kenner and Johnny, they're watching as Yoshida leaves the brewery. They stare each other down like there was no effort to hide at all. Like Kenner got out of the car and was like staring him down, But now later on, back at the Bonsai Club, the topless women are dancing. It's refilling the gratuitous nudity reserves.
Right,
For
exactly.
the movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yoshida is in the back room. She approaches Minako in the dressing room, fucking strutting in there like Donald Trump at a beauty pageant, just hoping to catch a peek.
Yeah.
He presents her with this bouquet of flowers and says, I liked your singing, but it was like in a box.
Yeah.
I was
like,
that
was an old timey in movies. Like roses would come in a box.
Bouquets come in a
like
box.
But in movies.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Only in Terminator 2 is the
Terminator 2,
only other time I recall
Yeah.
seeing like a bouquet in a box. But so he seems to like ask her if you're also a sex worker or something.
Right, yeah.
If she gets offended, she's like, I only sing.
Mm-hmm.
So then Yoshida says, I don't understand why the men at this club like all these white women so much, which was like, it was hilarious timing because right then, like the extra in the background, like with his huge like breasts, was like just a huge dose of gratuitous nudity
Just
in the background.
Crazy.
And then he says, like, forbidden fruit, I guess. I find the apple outside my door is the sweetest.
What a pickup line, man.
So no, I thought it was so creepy.
It's super creepy, but it's a creepy pickup line.
He somehow managed to make this already creepy like situation even creepier.
Yeah.
Why is he bothering with this if he's just gonna
Why does
like?
he want you?
Right.
Does he like to kill
just
her?
like, why is he trying to wine and dine her if he's just gonna?
I feel like she would be his permanent like concubine.
Yeah, but
he's just gonna
like,
take her
obey
anyway.
me. Like he rapes her.
That's
I
true.
mean-
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Well, so we get this hard cut to Yoshida's mansion.
Mhm.
And Yoshida's brought Minako back there. He throws her down on the ground and he's like, beauty must be possessed and protected.
God, this guy.
Then he's like, I will own you and you will appreciate it. It's like,
Blech.
it was early, I
Yeah.
feel like manosphere,
yeah,
like red pill, like bullshit attitude.
Yeah, those biker dudes were getting off on it. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they straight up were.
So he picks her up off the floor and he rips her dress. He throws her on the bed. Then he takes his shirt off and cues up the videotape of himself killing Angel.
This is where we get into the weird snuff kink that this guy has.
because he tells her like, this is what's going to happen to you if you don't obey me. And the seduction is complete.
Right.
That's like, no, that was some dark shit,
It was a
man.
dark scene, man.
That'll
Yeah.
get you.
So it cuts away, thankfully, to like later on. Yoshida, it's like the next morning, I guess, and he's admiring his house like he's never been there before. He's like
I think
looking
again,
around.
they're like new to town or something.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know. It
know.
was so strange. The whole like complement of goons are there, and I love just seeing like my favorite henchmen all
Yeah.
together. There was another one was Simon Rhee was there, another just like ubiquitous Asian henchman from movies. He was the primary bad guy in Best of the Best. That's what I know him the best from. He was Daehan, as James Earl Jones would say it. He's the brother of Philip Rhee, who was like the star of that franchise or whatever. But
Oh.
so Yoshida says, so this is America. I think I'm going to like it here. It's just like, I feel like this was a scene that was probably going to be earlier in the film.
So this is
good point.
Yeah, I feel like it is, but because of where it happened, my brain went to a very dark place. Like he was equating America with sexual assault, right?
Oh, shit.
well,
right,
that
and
tracks
so-
too. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And so like he was like relishing in what he could get away with in the land of the free, right? And so
Yeah.
that's the way I interpreted it.
I would love to have seen just the
Gross.
original cut because I have a feeling he never actually says that he's talking about Minako.
Right.
At this point, I wondered if this was supposed to be the night that he had
Yeah.
grabbed Angel
Yeah,
before
yeah.
he killed her. I don't know.
But either way, it's a weird line.
Yeah. So he instructs his goon army to just make sure that she's not allowed to leave. He gets in his car and he leaves. So then we see that Kenner and Johnny, they've been watching this whole thing from a distance.
Up on the hills.
Yeah. So Johnny spots Minako inside with the binoculars, tells Kenner, and Kenner's like, what's she doing? And Johnny's like, it looks like she's tidying up, but there's a big knife there. It's like, I feel like Johnny's an airhead.
Yeah,
Like a little bit.
just
He's
like
like
a
kind of a bimbo.
He
There's a
so
reason why he
doesn't
wanted to be
understand
stationed.
Japanese culture, even though he's half Japanese.
But I feel like you would be like, oh, she looks like she's cleaning up in there.
Also, none of the goons that were put in charge of watching her see this.
They left
and-
her with a big ass knife.
Right. I
Or
mean,
like-
where did she get the fucking knife?
Also, like, aren't they Japanese and know what the fuck she's doing?
Yeah,
Like,
right. Exactly. Like, I love the idea that she walks up to one of them. Hey, could I borrow your knife? And the guy's like, why? What do you need it for? Oh, nothing. All right, here you go.
So Kenner grabs the binoculars away and he looks, and Johnny wants to like bust in there and get her. And Kenner says she's making preparations for seppuku.
Mm-hmm.
Although I feel like they pronounced it really
It was
weirdly.
a weird.
It sounded more like he was saying like almost like serpico.
So yeah,
she's preparing for
great
serpico.
movie. Great movie, by the
Great
way.
movie indeed.
But he explains that's a ritual suicide. It's rarely done by women unless they've been irredeemably dishonored. So I guess that means that he did in fact rape her, though we didn't actually like see it happen. But
I mean, I feel it was pretty clear.
Definitely.
yeah, it was gross. So Kenner tells Johnny, "You go follow Yoshida in the car. I'll get Minako." And Kenny goes running off towards the mansion, and Johnny speeds off in the car.
Yeah.
Again, Johnny is the one that wants to go get her, and Kenner's like, no. You go do something else. Let me go get her.
I'll do it myself. Yeah. So Kenner works his way around the perimeter of the mansion. He scales up the wall, I guess, to like the pool area. And a goon just steps out to like, I don't know, have a smoke or something like that. And Kenner just kills him.
First of
no warning.
So if we're doing
He just
drinking
snapped
games,
his neck.
right? Like this is a classic '90s neck snap kill.
Yeah.
So we've got our second drinking game, champ and neck snap. So every time we see a neck snap, we need to take a drink because this is not the last of the neck snaps.
There's 9 dudes there.
Hell, it wasn't even the first of the neck snaps.
Yeah, I mean, Kenner doesn't know for certain that Minako is not like here willingly.
Right.
He thinks he knows what's happening, but he can't know for sure. He's
No.
just like, I'm just going to go in there and just start killing people.
Why not? Why not?
I'm not even going to identify myself as a policeman.
Why not is the right answer.
When in doubt, snap a neck.
Snap a
Yeah,
neck.
when in doubt, snap a neck. I love that. That's my mantra for life now.
So now Kenner walks into the house just shooting, like mowing dudes down. I love that he didn't tell anyone like you're under arrest
Right.
or drop it or anything. He's just like just killing.
And he does the great like dive to the ground, roll on the ground,
Hell
firing
yeah.
the gun. Like this is what Hot Fuzz was made for,
like
right?
the whole we're gonna do this one clean has gone out the window really
completely
fast.
immediately.
But he shoots another goon in the hallway. And he's like working his way down to Minako. She's continuing to prepare to kill herself. She somehow has heard none of this happening. Like
No.
she's
Soundproof walls, soundproof
the
walls.
machine gun fire and the Desert Eagle, like no silencers, you know.
The walls are as soundproof as the glass is breakable.
So Kenner like senses that someone's on the other side of this door, and he just puts his hand right through the door and grabs dude by the dick and like grabs him, yanks him through the door. That was a crazy kill.
That was hilarious.
Snapped the dude's neck.
Yeah, of course, snap drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's building
So-
these houses? The same people who built the shirts?
Yes.
That's exactly what they are. Yeah, they moonlight as house builders.
So Kenner then kills another guy on the staircase. He bursts in the room just in time to stop Minako
course.
from like slicing her own throat or whatever she was going to do. Wrestles that knife away from her. Another goon pops in, and Kenner scoops Minako up, essentially like holding her like a human shield.
But he has
And
like a
backs-
gun
he
underneath,
just-
like with the one
Yeah,
hand underneath
holding
her.
under her. Yeah.
He just backs his way through the plate glass window. Like that is not a thing that a person can do.
You can't walk through.
You don't just
like,
walk through
This
it.
is my favorite sequence of the movie. I think he backs into the he just backs into it, and then he's holding a human being.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's somehow able to jump down
Jump down
two
onto
flights
the roof.
Yeah.
Onto the roof of
still
like this
holding the
muscle
human
car.
and shooting at the same time.
It was like the Dukes of Hazzard special, that car that he jumped down onto,
Dude,
the
I
orange
know,
like
yeah.
Challenger or whatever.
I just love that he can shoot from the hip while holding a lady
Yeah.
and hit a guy
Accuracy.
at least 30 feet
On
away.
point.
Just amazing.
And after all of that, he's not tired enough that he's still able
No.
to physically lift a vehicle.
car.
Like
Yes.
flips it on its side.
He throws Minako in the back of this car, and then he just lifts that muscle car and turns
Yeah.
it over on its
Yeah.
side,
Yeah.
like to like provide a shield,
Like a
for
shield
them
yeah.
to escape.
Yeah.
That is some superhuman shit.
Now that is something I'm pretty sure I saw in The Incredible Hulk with Lou Ferrigno. I'm pretty sure that was an actual.
I'm certain.
I feel like we saw Arnold did that in Twins, where he like lifted the
Yeah.
rear end of the car,
To-
but he didn't flip the
Flip it
car
over.
Right. Right.
Although in Twins, the car he lifted had also the jet engine in the trunk,
Oh.
so that was like extra heavy. I feel
Alright,
like, but
alright.
anyway, yeah, we've entered the realm though of like superhuman strength
Yes.
that Kenner has.
Which I believe for Dolph Lundgren.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I
he-
gotta say, I was even sort of like, wow, okay, she's tiny, but still like a human.
Yeah.
Like you're holding a human and like
Human,
jumping and like, wow.
Yeah.
So and then he goes back and he hops in that Impala. He cranks it up. They drive off. he's like barely slows down as he turns back and like just shoots the car that's on its side and makes it blow up with like
Right.
a pistol shot. Only in the movies,
Famously.
just like a bullet make a car blow up.
Yeah.
But they speed off into the countryside. One would hope they're taking Minako to like a hospital to be checked out because like I feel like
Yeah.
she's been through some shit
She's been through some
and
shit.
needs to see a doctor.
Yeah.
Were the keys in the ignition of this vehicle also?
Apparently,
Clearly. Yeah.
because he didn't even like hotwire it.
No.
It just was like
It's just.
Ready to
yeah.
roll.
Mm-hmm.
so. Later on at the Yakuza lair, he's got a replenished supply of goons in all the same, in all new like loud shirts.
Yeah.
Yoshida's holding court. He's shirtless
Yeah,
for
of
some
course.
reason. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's like how it goes down, but
I mean, why not?
one of the featured goons, that was Simon Ree. He was like the one who was in charge, I guess, of protecting the house or whatever. He's wearing his very best groveling attire.
Mm-hmm.
He though goes and he cuts his pinky finger off as like an offer, a gesture of apology to like the boss, which is like
That's a real thing.
Yakuza thing.
Yeah, that's real.
I like it as a conceptual thing because it's also like a visual mark of shame
Right.
for the rest of your life. You're like, oh, if he's got a little nub of a pinky,
Yep.
like then he disobeyed his master or like dishonored his master
Yep.
at some point. So though Yoshida does not accept his apology
No.
and kills him by stabbing him like in the chest with a sword.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked up.
It's really brutal.
Where'd you make
Then
me cut my
Sato-
finger off first, dude?
Yeah, like,
right,
dude,
like,
you,
made me-
yeah,
right,
if you
it
weren't
just-
going to accept
this
my apology.
seems unreasonable.
So Sato asks Yoshida, well, what do you want us to do now? And Yoshida's like, I want you to bring me Kenner's head. Then he throws the knife down and walks out of there. And then Sato is like, toss that finger in the trash. It was a funny line. It was a
It was.
a
I
funny
kind of
line
forgot
for
about
sure.
that. We will come back to it. I just want to remember the fact that Yoshida says, I want Kenner's head.
Mm.
There are several opportunities for him to have killed Kenner, and he doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I know. It's this
You're
like.
right. He did just let him go earlier.
I mean, Kenner has plot armor though, right? So
right.
So
He
it's-
knows he's the hero.
Right, he knows he's a hero. So
This is a
Yoshida, if
movie.
he tried to cut his head off, plot armor would
The knife,
prevent him.
the sword of just bounce off.
right off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Power of plot armor is impenetrable.
So meanwhile, Kenner has taken Minako to some place.
I guess it's his loft.
His loft is this huge place with like all this Japanese decor. I mean, I
It's
figure
his,
it has
I think
to
that's
be
his house.
his place.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Except there's no way you could afford that in Los Angeles
On a cop
on
salary.
a cop salary.
Mm-mm.
Here's
But
what I think. His
Okay.
parents died. He got some sort of.
There was like a lot of money
Oh.
somehow.
He's living off of the military benefits.
Yeah.
He's sucking on the government teat.
Some sort of death benefit. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe he like got a bunch of insurance money.
Well, if his
Yeah.
dad was indeed a corrupt motherfucker, maybe he had like a lot of money.
Yeah. Okay.
I think,
All right.
I
good.
think, yeah. hmm
Okay.
I love it that we're steel manning his.
I'll come
his
up
apartment.
with anything to defend my doll.
Sure. Yeah, it has to have been his place. But so he's loading up this pump action shotgun, and he's got this big bandolier of shells that he hands off to Minako, tells her, point it at the bad guy and pull the trigger, and they're going to fall down. And then the phone rings. It's Johnny to tell Kenner where Yoshida is. So Kenner says, okay, I'm leaving. Just shoot at anyone that tries to come in here. I feel like he didn't really like tell her like. Then you gotta like pump it again
Really,
to
yeah.
make it shoot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, though, just speaking generally, like a 12 gauge shotgun is not a great weapon for a 100-pound woman.
No.
Like that's gonna knock her over. I think.
It didn't have a shoulder mount. It was
Yeah.
just it would that
It
would
was
just
a
break
small,
her wrist.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
needs a lady gun.
Yeah,
She needs a little
straight
9mm.
up.
Yeah,
just a
for
nice
sure.
little sig. Should be
Mhm.
fine.
So she asks, well, what if it's you? And he's like, well, you're not gonna see me coming, and leaves. And I feel like that was definitely like this felt like the setup.
Yeah,
So like
straight up.
that's
the
like a
payoff is
setup to like
awful.
a.
It's so bad, you guys.
You won't see me coming.
It's Chekhov's.
She's like, I want to see you coming. I mean, like, I don't know, but
They even
that seemed
changed the
it should have been
verb
like
of it
that's
later,
what
but
she
whatever.
that's what
Right.
she
No,
said.
it's Chekhov's coming. Like we'll get to it, but it's Chekhov's coming.
So Kenner then goes to meet Johnny back in Little Tokyo. Johnny's just sitting on top of his car.
Why?
Like
What is this?
conspicuous ass. Johnny says they're all in there taking a bath. So he's like, what happened with Minako? And Kenner's like, she's fine, but I had to kill a bunch of people.
Nine of them.
Then
Nine
he-
of them.
Then he says, we're so far outside on this one, it's not even funny. Which I don't even know what that actually. I mean, I think it means we've broken a bunch of police rules,
Right.
Pretty sure.
Like,
yeah.
But it's like it's a weird thing to say. It's not a common phrase.
No, it's not. But also, like, the irony of it, like, you've never been inside of this one, right?
No.
You've always been outside of this one. There's no
No.
point that this has been by the books.
So they get ready. They go in the bathhouse. Kenner asks Johnny if he's scared, and Johnny's like, no. And he's like, you should be. I don't know. It's stupid. But no, Johnny bends over and touches his toes.
Yeah, like, what was
It's
that
like, what are you
stretch?
doing
That was
right
weird.
now?
Yeah, get a quick
I don't
little
know.
stretch in for this fight. I don't know.
Right, like,
Is that just
loosen
to
up,
show how
loosen
loose
up.
he
Yeah, I
is?
guess he's loose and ready to fight. Yeah.
So Kenner cocks his Desert Eagle. They go in there. The dude at the front office says we're closed. Kenner just says wrong and grabs the guy and like shoves a gun in his face.
Wrong.
Again, he did not tell this guy they're police.
no.
He's like, no, none of that. So he's like, where's Yoshida? And the desk guy points them in like literally the only direction that anyone could
The
be.
only other door.
The
in
only
this room.
other door out of this room. So they go into like the changing area, I guess. And Johnny knocks out a couple of dudes pretty quietly, which Kenner approves of.
Mhm.
They enter the bath area, guns drawn. Johnny tells everybody to get up against the wall. The Yakuza guys don't seem that concerned about it. Sato just strolls past Johnny. Kenner then approaches Yoshida, who's being bathed by like a topless woman. So
Of
we got
course.
some more
We
gratuitous
gotta
nudity
fill
in
up
the flick.
Fill up the pipes, yeah.
So Yoshida gets out of the tub. We see that he's like fully head to toe tattoos.
Again, I just want to call out, like, I really think
The
that
tattoo work was awesome.
It's really good.
And apparently it was like the record for most fake tattoos applied for a movie or at this point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Full body tattoos for
Mhm.
all of the Yakuza people, and they
Yeah.
all look really good.
It did look good.
And this is a water scene,
Yeah.
and unlike Lionheart, like, they're not bleeding.
These colors don't run.
I mean, it's. I was impressed. Like, this
Yeah, I
is
agree.
like really good.
Yeah, so Kenner tells him, get some clothes on because we're taking you in. And then the tall, like, skinny guy pops out and he's staring down Johnny. I feel like that dude had, like, a great look
Yeah.
to him and a
Mhm,
very
he did.
intimidating thing.
Mhm.
He's got a bright future in gooning.
And gooning. Also, I love how it's always like 2 against like 20.
An army.
In every fight.
They never bring back
Well,
up.
this is comic book logic, actually.
Mhm.
So, if you have more heroes than there are villains, they seem weak. So that's why there's always more villains than there are
Yeah.
heroes in comic books, because you want the rogues gallery.
They have to be outnumbered.
They have to be outnumbered because it makes them seem more powerful that way.
When
It's like
they- yeah.
straight up comic book logic.
And if it was an
Hmm.
even fight, they would win and then it would be over.
It would be boring.
Yeah,
So
good
you
point.
gotta-
Okay.
Yeah.
But so the big sumo dude, he
I
goes
liked
swimming
him.
around underwater. I
Dude,
bet-
like, it's like fucking straight up owning his orca personality.
Orca. he like. There's a point at which he's like lying on top of dolphin. Like
Yeah.
that's the comedic
Yeah.
factors that he's just too
Exactly.
big.
Yeah.
The dudes all get him surrounded. It's like it was just not a good idea to come here with no backup.
No, not a good idea.
But so Yoshida's like, what are the charges? And Kenner says, I got you on Angel's murder plus all the meth shit.
Mhm.
Yoshida's like, you got no proof. And then Kenner says, nah, we got a witness and you got a bad habit of videotaping things.
Came back to
Come
And
and
then-
bite you in the
And then he says,
ass.
and you got a problem getting it up.
Yeah, apparently.
Which I don't know if
Yeah.
that was based on the tape or on something Manaka told him.
Right, like, so was she actually raped? Like, did he try to? And then,
I think she was.
I mean, I don't know. It was just a weird line.
Well, I felt like if they have the snuff tape,
Yeah,
like if they
Yeah.
got it from the mansion during the raid, like
Yeah.
they needed to make that more clear
right.
because that's like you got him
But,
on tape killing someone,
I mean,
like it's case closed.
But he killed Angel so quick, so they're going to get him on necrophilia as well? Like, what is going on with
I
this?
don't know.
Like,
But-
what have you guys seen? Like, this is, it really confused me. It sent me down some dark places.
Uh-oh.
Like, what does this mean?
So
Meanwhile, I'm so basic that I'm like, it's so slippery. They're gonna fall.
they're gonna slip. They're gonna slip. Don't do it. So Yoshida's asked them, "What's your price?" And Johnny jokingly, I guess, says, "I always wanted a Porsche."
Yeah.
But Yoshida says, look, if you kill a naked guy in the bathhouse, that's going to look bad on a police report. It's going to bring dishonor on your dead father's name.
That ship has sailed, son.
It's like that's the wrong button to push for
Good
Kenner.
point.
Mhm.
Kenner like shoves the handcuffs in Yoshida's face, tells him to put these on. but then Yoshida like just hits Kenner in the face with this like double palm strike or whatever. So Johnny then is distracted momentarily. Sato grabs his arms and knocks the gun away, and all the goons like spring into action. It's a full melee. Sumo dude grabs Kenner like in a bear hug. The Kenner kicks Yoshida down into the bath. Johnny takes out Sato and the skinny guy.
Mm-hmm.
Then the mulleted dude, James Liu, who's one of my favorite Asian henchmen.
Yeah.
He pops out and comes at Johnny, and Johnny takes him out. And that dude took a brutal fall. Like,
he bounces on the edge.
Flipped him like his spine first on the
Oof.
edge of the thing. Ouch.
I want to pause for a second. The Academy Awards are finally adding a stunt category.
Love it to
What?
see it.
Yeah, the next Academy Awards, they're finally giving away
Like best stunts.
Yeah, best stunt.
Oh
yeah,
my God,
best
after
stunt
all this
coordination or
time,
something.
I didn't.
After all of this time.
Oh,
Which
wow.
they missed the boat because like the age of people doing real stunts.
Yeah,
is
good
in the
point.
past,
It's
I
all
feel.
CGI now.
Yeah, that was the whole point of the Fall Guy. It was like giving
Oh.
stuntmen work, like the movie
Yeah,
with Ryan
yeah.
Gosling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like and now you got the last Mission Impossible coming. Then I feel
Right,
like
and
it's
then
like
that's
that's the last thing like doing
Yeah.
real shit.
It's all CG from here on out.
Yeah, they totally missed the boat. You guys are right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like that era is come and gone. I guess.
I want
Sadly.
them to retroactively
maybe
go
it comes.
back
Maybe
to
there'll be a
all of
resurgence
them.
because it's a way to win an Oscar.
Yeah, I was
That's
just
a good
going to
point.
say, I think people are kind of over the CG stuff. Like, I don't know, hopefully.
I
Oh,
am.
kinda
I mean,
I
I've never
know I
loved
am,
it.
yeah.
Me same. That's partially why
Yeah.
I hated the new Roadhouse. I'm like, it's like a cartoon.
Oh my god.
I had
know
no
there was
stakes
so
in this.
why was there so much CG in that
It
movie?
was
just-
awful. It was really
okay,
bad.
Again, we could do a whole
Yeah.
podcast on why that movie didn't work.
I did, and listen to it. P.S.
Okay, all right, everybody.
Back in the bathhouse, though, Yoshida he climbs out of the bath and runs off. Kenner breaks free from that sumo guy like by stomping on his foot. Johnny continues like to beat up a few dudes. I feel like Brandon Lee's moves were awesome
Yeah,
for what it's
they were
worth.
good. Yeah.
He seemed like the real deal, like a real deal movie star, like
Yeah.
action star guy. But so someone tosses sumo guy a knife, and Kenner then produces one of his own from his boot. They knife fight for a little bit. Then for some reason, James Liu grabs this like hose,
Yeah.
this high pressure hose. Is that a thing that exists in a bathhouse?
Well, I think it was like
No.
keeping, like I don't
Yeah.
know, refiltering new
I don't
water
know.
in
It
there.
was like
I
a
don't know.
fireman's hose. It like
Yeah.
knocked
True.
him on his ass.
That's true.
I don't know. I believe it. I mean,
I don't know, whatever. Sure.
yeah.
Why not? So Johnny though picks up this like little wooden stool and chucks it at James Liu, and he drops the hose. Then Sato starts beating up Johnny, and that's when Sumo Man jumps on top of Kenner
Right.
and tries to stab him.
Yeah.
But Kenner like yanks on his top knot,
Yeah.
and they roll off into
His
the
top knot.
into the bath together. All right, so Kenner is like wrestling the knife away from Sumo, and he stabs him in the gut, which is fucking wild.
Underwater Wilhelm scream.
Yeah,
It was straight up the Wilhelm scream, and they added an underwater filter to it.
I
It
love
was
that.
amazing.
So now we see just numerous Yakuza guys running out of the bath area. Kenner tries to climb out of the bath, but Sumo pulls him back in. They wrestle a little bit more. Sumo pulls the knife out of his gut, which I feel like is a no-no.
Well, yeah, it's going to just cause
And he
more
comes
bleeding.
at Kenner. Then Kenner finds that hose and like shoves it in Sumo's mouth, which
And
I
that
think
kills him? Does
killed
that kill him?
That kills him. That's it. That's the end of Sumo.
Or he
Yeah.
just bled out. I don't know, but he's dead in a
He's-
minute.
Yeah, I mean, he's deader than dead. Yeah.
So meanwhile, Sato flips Johnny on the ground and then runs away himself. And this anonymous Yakuza goons, they run back in there with guns and start shooting up the place, but Johnny grabs his gun and shoots them dead. Kill James Liu, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Good squib work on the shirtless
Yeah.
dudes.
Dude, I know. The squibs on the shirtless dude's so good. How did
Yeah,
they do that?
I don't know. That was good makeup work
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
But
They did a lot with $8 million, you guys. Like
I know,
they did
I
a
know.
lot with not a lot.
The stunts were great.
Mm-hmm.
The violence effects were really great. Like,
Yeah.
I agree. Like, props to the costuming department.
Mhm.
Props to the makeup department. Props to the stunt department.
this was a
Yeah.
well-made movie,
Yeah.
like a well-produced movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the lighting all looked great.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
Anyway, so there's no living Yakuza left in the room.
No.
Kenner tells Johnny, we got to go find Yoshida, and they run out of there. So they burst out on the street. Police are starting to arrive, and then Johnny's like, "We got to get the fuck out of here." What?
Doesn't he open with like, this is something I've never said before, but with the cops coming. We got to get the fuck out of here.
Why?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
No.
I love it.
It shows why you need that.
Yeah.
You need the angry captain
Right,
like
you
yelling
need-
at
right,
him.
exactly.
Because otherwise the
Yeah.
movies don't work.
No.
You're
Why-
right.
Who are they running from?
And it
Why
was
are they
hot.
running away?
They were running because they don't have time. That's going to slow us down.
We don't have time to do the paperwork.
We
Yeah, we
don't
don't have
have
the time
time.
to do the
We don't have
paperwork.
time. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's got to be what
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Additionally,
I guess.
the next scene we see them in, like they just left and they're all dry, perfect hair again. Like,
Yeah, you're right. Kiddo was like in the bath. He was
Yeah.
underwater.
Yeah, oh yeah.
mhm.
But we'll get to that on the next episode.
Yeah, that's gonna have to wait till next
Yeah.
week. Oh man, this movie is rad though.
Oh, it's
Isn't
fucking
it?
bonkers. Yeah,
It is. It's fun. It's
bonkers.
like
I love it.
it's amazing. Anyway, but yeah, thanks to everyone for listening. Thanks if you're checking us out on the Last of the Action Heroes podcast network. That's great. But you can also find us on our own 6 Degrees of Schwarzenegger feed.
That's right.
We drop a few days earlier there.
We do,
If you just
yeah.
can't wait for that next episode.
And you can check us out on socials. 60OS is our Instagram.
yeah,
and
check us out 60OS podcast on Instagram,
Yeah,
on Facebook.
on Facebook. Yeah.
We're trying to get it a little more active over
Yeah,
there.
I'm sorry. I have like a real person job. And,
You should feel guilty.
I do. I feel awful.
You're bad and you should feel bad.
I'm going to commit seppuku over this.
Don't do it.
I will
Don't
join
do
you
it.
in the fact that real jobs get in the way of my life.
They do. It's the worst.
know.
Real jobs suck, y'all.
I don't ever want to get a real job. I'm never going to grow up.
He's never going to grow up. He's always in Toys R Us.
Yeah, I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Absolutely. But yes, thanks for listening, and we'll be back.
We'll be back.